Hello, welcome back. So now we're going to talk about the last section of this chapter, which is area of a triangle. So it's not like the easy one, like the one that you have learned in like, primary school or what. Okay, so formulae for area of triangle. So the easiest one last time that you learned, if you know the base, you know the height, then the area should be half base times height. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to use something special. Okay, if we know this side and also this angle without knowing the height, then we can't actually use that one, right? Okay, we can't actually use that one immediately. Okay, so what we have here, I directly tell you this one. How do we find it? The answer is okay. So this one, what kind of angle is this? This is an included angle, so it's SAS. If you have SAS, okay, then use this formula. Okay, this formula, A is half of AB sine theta. Okay, it's AB sine theta, half of AB sine theta. We actually have done this one in the previous chapter, chapter number 8. Okay, but now it's the time that we learn this one for the purpose of this chapter. Okay, chapter 8 and chapter 10, there will be something that you need to use like this one. This formula, it will be used in chapter 8. Okay, so you can't actually read every chapter by chapter, treat this chapter as one individual stuff, and the other chapter is a separate thing. Okay, so I give up this chapter and I just study this chapter and so on. Some are interlinked. Okay, so you got to be a little bit careful. Okay, so two formulas you need to know. This is a basic one. I think you should be okay. This is something that new. Okay, so if you have an included angle SAS, you use this half of this one sine theta, the included angle. Alright, no problem. So let's see. Next. So very easy example here. So I guess you can get the answer immediately. You see SAS. Then what do you do? Substitute into the formula, then get the answer. Okay, A is half of this sine 96 degree. Answer will be directly 74.59. Remember about the unit. The unit is cm square or something square, unit square. Now, okay, so you get an answer. Okay, very simple. So I just move on very fast for this one. Okay, later on you need more imagination. Okay. All right, so that's the answer. Okay, so now, so just look at this one. See whether you can solve it or not. Based on your previous knowledge about sine rule, cosine rule, see whether you can solve for this. Okay, try. Right, so if you observe this triangle, what is given? Three sides SSS. Is SSS related to sine rule or cosine rule? Cosine rule, yeah, right. Okay, cosine rule. So cosine rule can help me to find any of the angle. If I know any of the angle, let's say I know A, can I find the area? Yes, because from SSS, I become SAS. SAS, I can use the area formula for this chapter. Half, two sides multiply, then sine of the middle angle, the included angle. Okay, let's do it. Strategy here, we are going to find, if we see SSS, so we want SAS to find area. How do you find SAS? We want an angle. We use cosine rule. Okay, then we use, after we use this one, cosine rule to find an angle already, then we can use this one to find the area. Okay, that's how you look at the questions. Okay, this one you are not supposed to write in the exam, but then it's the way that you should think. Okay, I see this one, what should I think of? I see that one, what should I think of? Then what's the next step to do it? How I do it? Using what formula? Alright? Okay, this is a good way to train your brain and how to think. Alright? Good. So now, find the area of this one. We implement whatever we have said. Find any angle. So we find angle A, for example. So we have to just sub everything into this formula because we know all the sides already. So we can directly sub in. Okay, we got this. Then let's answer. Okay, so we move cosine over, and remember what I said? Fraction. You want it in fraction. After you have written it in fraction, so angle will be this. Okay, so since it's not very strict on the angle, whether you want to convert it to the minute or not, that's fine. So I'll leave it as this one. Okay, actually, I prefer to leave it in this one. Okay, don't know why. Okay, it's easy and I'm lazy. Okay, but if the eventual answer you want to present it, then don't present it in this way. Present it using the minute and second and so on. Okay, so now I just take 4 decimal places. I think that should be quite sufficient. Okay, so I know the angle already. I know this angle, so I'll be using this area formula. Okay, I know B, I know C, so I substitute it in. Remember this, we have included angle, means this is SAS. Okay, we have this one. Okay, this is S, this is A, not this A, okay, the angle A and S. Okay, SAS. Okay, then we will get this one. Okay, area is this one. Substitute everything into a formula. Then you have the final answer here. Okay, 11.9765 cm squared. Okay, and just present it nicely, write it down. Okay, don't think you should have any problem. So just take a look, and if you need more time, then you can pause the video. All right. Next, now you see this 3D triangle, and tell you what, this one appears in SPM quite often as well. Okay, it appears quite often. Okay, so don't be worried. In most of the case, you see a lot of right triangle, not left triangle. Okay, right triangle. What does right triangle means? Means there's an angle which is 90 degrees. Okay, when you have right triangle, first thing you need to think of is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so now this is a right triangle. Okay, right triangle. So I won't tell you. Let you guess. Let me ask you this: how many right angle triangles are there in this diagram? Okay, you get the answer? Is it 4? No, it's 3. Now I'm asking you about right angle triangle. So there should be 1, 2, and 3. Bottom one. Bottom one doesn't look like it, but then sometimes SPM they plot it in the way that it doesn't look like a right triangle. Okay. All right. So now there's only 3. Okay, 3. Okay, this is 1. Okay, this is second one, and the third one is here. This one supposed to be drawn in straight here. Then this is like 90 degree, right? But sometimes SPM does give you this kind of graph diagram and so on. Okay, all right. So you have to look at the description and see what's happening, and look at these details. Okay, great. Now you want to find BAC. Angle BAC. Where is it located? BAC. Oh, it's like there are one triangle, right triangle here, another right triangle here, another one beneath it, below it. Okay, you want that triangle, the upper one, which is not a right triangle. Okay, so you want BAC. You want this angle here. Okay, don't ever think that it's very difficult. Everything is gonna be Pythagoras theorem. Sine rule, cosine rule, done. Okay, so let's think about this. How do you do it? How do you do it? Have a strategy for you? You have your strategy for yourself? Think about it. Pause the video and see whether you can figure it out. Alright, great. Now, let's try this. Our strategy is to find AB, AC, and also BC by using, then after that, you see, if we found this one, and this one, then we get that top triangle, we get SSS. If you have SSS, are we able to find BAC? BAC is one of the angle. You see, if you have this, then this is A, this is B, this is C. I'm zooming this part out of this to be a flat triangle. Okay, if I know this one, I know this one, I know this one, can I find this one? Of course you can. By what rule? SSS. SSS use cosine rule. Alright, then we are done. How do we find all this? The problem. Okay, you see, you want to find AB. AB is the hypotenuse of a right triangle. So this side. Okay, we use Pythagoras theorem. This one also the hypotenuse side, and this one also the hypotenuse side. Okay, that's why we use Pythagoras theorem to find all of this. Okay. All right. So you see, how do you find AB? How do I find AB? Yeah, the one square root of we find AB. AB is this thing squared plus this thing squared is equal to AB squared. But we just take square root immediately. Okay, so you got this one. Okay, still remember or not? Let's say I have this. I have this one is C, this is A, this is B. So C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Hence, C is equal to square root of A squared plus B squared. Alright, so I'm using exactly the same thing here. Okay, so you have this one, I simplify, it's going to be A squared 64 plus 36 is 100, square root of 100 is 10, so you get 10 here. Okay, second one we find AC. Okay, you can try yourself. AC, we make use of which triangle? This triangle. This is the right triangle, so this is the side, this is the side. If you are not okay, what you do? You write down this. Draw this up, A, then this is D, this is C, and just write down this is 6, and this is 4. How do I find this? Okay, then I just write that. AC is square root of 6 squared plus 4 squared. It's not a nice one, it's square root of 52. Square root of 52, you can actually simplify it. I'll just write the simplification version, but if you're going to use the number, you're going to use this one easily. Okay, this is easier to use than this one. Okay, so you use this one. Okay, but if you want to present it nicely, you present it in this way. Okay, all right, next, last one. Last one, we want to find BC. How do you find BC? This is the right triangle, remember, although it doesn't look like it. So this square plus this square is equal to this square. So this is equal to square root of this side plus this square root, sorry. BC is equal to square root of 8 square plus 4 square. Answer, this thing is not a nice number. Again, you can write in this form if needed. If not, you're just going to use this. Okay, so you see that? We have 3 sides already. Okay, I clear off everything because it's a bit messy here. You know AB is 10, you know here is 10, and you know AC is 2 square root 13 or square root 52. Square root 52 is here. And you know the other side is square root 80. So that's an SSS. SSS, what do you do? Use cosine rule. Cosine rule tells you that BC square, because I want this angle. That's why I need to use BC square on the left hand side. Okay, is equal to this side square minus this side times this side multiplied by cosine of this angle. Okay, BAC. Okay, then you get an answer easily. I just substitute everything in, then I get that one. Okay, get 4 decimal places, then you take shift cosine, you get the answer. Okay, you get your answer to be this. Okay, it looks very difficult, okay, but then it's not. Everything is just Pythagoras theorem. So there are like so many triangles here. You can separate it into 2D 4 triangles. Okay, write one by one if you are not okay. Okay, if you present it in that way, your examiners will be very happy as well. Okay, they'll give you marks for that. Okay, good. Then next, we want to find the area of ABC. Okay, this top side triangle. Okay, if you want to find the area, remember the formula that we have here in this chapter is what? Half of there must be an included angle and the two sides. Okay, SAS. Okay, half of this one times sine of this angle. That's why what we do here. Okay, we have all this information I know already. So if you're not okay, I draw that triangle for you. A is here, B is here, C is here. So what I know is this thing. This thing is the 60 point something, 0529. I know this side is AB 10. I know the other side AC, which is 2 square root 13 or square root 52 if you like. You see, I can use the area formula easily. So I get the answer easily. So I want to find, I have that one. This is S. Then I have that angle. I have A. Then I have another side. This is S. Enough. Okay. I use this formula for area. Okay. This formula for area. So I get everything substituted here. Then I'll get immediate answer 15.008 cm squared. Okay, that's the area for the triangle ABC. Okay, so if you can, I think after these lessons, just like go back to try the question again without looking at my answers. Okay, that's the best way that you can learn again. Okay, all right, no problem. So I'll move on to the next one. Okay, this is the area. I just represent it nicely. Okay, this one you try yourself. Okay, it's another 3D one, but here since I forget about the information here, I got to tell you that this one is 80, but then of course you can see that this one is a right triangle, right? So there's a right triangle here and a right triangle here. So there are two right triangles, and this one is not right triangle. This is 80 degree. Okay, try the question. All right, let's get back to this. So first of all, we want to find CD. CD is here. How do you find this? Okay, let's analyze. You have 80 here, you have 15 here, you have 25 here. Anything else that you know? You know 5 here. So I gotta pick something that I know most information. So let's say let's look at this one, this triangle first. Okay, I look at this triangle, so I draw that triangle out. Okay, you see whether you agree with that one or not. Okay, so you see the side here is 5 cm. This one, I'm pretty sure you can get this. This side is 5 cm, and this is 90. Then this angle is 15, correct? So it's a triangle. So I give you two angles. You can find the third one automatically because the sum of them must be 180. So 180. So you're done. Okay. Why do we want to use this triangle? We use this triangle to find what? So that it helps us to find CD. CD is here. Okay. CD is here. So we can find which one? We can find BC. Okay. We can find BC here. Okay. We can find BC here. Then later on we find BD. Then later on we can find CD. Okay. So that's 18.6603. This one actually, I skipped the steps here already because I guess you can do the sine rule here, right? Okay, the sine rule is easily found. Then you get 18.6603. Okay, I'm not gonna like write down so many steps. It will confuse you. The important stuff here is to know the idea of how to solve this one. Then the details, I'll leave it for you. Okay. Then next, we're gonna look at this triangle. This triangle is here. So I have 5, then I have, this is 25, so I know the other side is 65. So I can find BD by using sine rule again. Okay, the cross here. Okay, remember the cross. Okay, again sine rule. Okay, I got that. Okay, then last one. I get 80 here, and I know X and Y already. Agree? You see, X is here, Y is here. So I can find CD or not? Yes or no? Yes, I can. Okay? It's SAS. We can use cosine rule to find CD. SAS, correct? Remember? SAS. We use cosine rule to find CD. Okay? Alright. So this one, cosine rule, I just pop the answer immediately. You should have substituted everything into it. Then you get the side here. Okay? Alright. That's fine for you. Pause the video if you are not okay, because I think maybe first time here you need time and you need to convince yourself whether it's these answers. Okay, so that's the first part. CD, not very difficult. All right. Okay, next. Now we want the area of a triangle ACD, which is the top one. If you want the top one, then how do we do it? Remember just now, what do we found? We found CD. We found CD, means we found this. Okay, we found this one. This one, we know the answer already. Okay, now, I know this one. This is the right triangle, correct? This is the right triangle. And the one behind, this is also the right triangle. Pythagoras theorem will always be used. You know this, then you know this. Okay? Okay, then you talk about this, the area. Okay, let's talk about this triangle. I zoom in out, put it there. You know the two sides, right? So you go for the other side. By Pythagoras theorem, you got that. Okay, you know this one? You know the bottom, you know the side. then you know the hypotenuse by Pythagoras theorem. Okay? Okay, next. Then, if I know these two already, then I want to find the area of this one. Okay? I labeled it here. I labeled it here. This one is from the previous answer. Okay? Part A, you get this one. So now what do you get? You get SSS. In order to find area, you need to get it to be what? SAS. Okay? SAS. So I have to find one of the angle. Okay? Use cosine rule to find one of the angle. Okay? Cosine, then I found that A is 74.8471 this degree. Okay? This one I directly pop the answer. Again, you gotta spend time to actually find this out. Okay? If I've got this one already, then what happened is that I have SAS ready. I have SAS. What do? I directly use the formula, half of the two sides, the sine of the angle, included angle. I get the answer. That's my area of this triangle, which is given here in 2D. Okay, I get the answer here. Okay, no problem? No problem with this one? Alright, just get myself out. Okay, great. So, I guess you are okay with this one already, just that you need more practice on this one. So, what you can do, this whole question, just without looking at this answer at all, just try it yourself. Okay, from the very beginning to the very end. It will take you one piece of paper or even more pages. Okay, because the steps, there are a lot of steps here. Okay, in exam, it could be this whole question as one whole thing, possible as well. So we gotta do more practice on this. Okay, I'll see you next time in the next chapter. Bye.